Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Coral Springs takes on Fort Lauderdale High tonight on School Duel. Welcome to School Duel, where 60 South Florida high schools competed online and the top 20 battle it out right here for bragging rights. Now, the ultimate winners of this academic tournament walk away with the school trophy from EDCO, a $1,000 check courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union and Chick-fil-A. And with that much at stake, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the brackets for this week's game. Now, as you see, the second round game features Coral Springs High versus Fort Lauderdale High in what is going to be quite a showdown. The winner between the two schools will be moving on to the quarterfinals. So let's hear it for our two competitors. But wait, there's more. During each show, each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Exciting? Yes. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our first round is called the warning shot. Here, it's school against school, with each question worth 10 points. Any questions answered incorrectly gives the other team a chance to steal. All right, schools, prepare for the warning shot. Your first question deals with films. Name the 2015 film in which Rocky Balboa trains the son of his old... Yes, Robinson?
Creed.
Correct. Excellent. All right, the Olympics. Jesse Owens won an Olympic gold medal in what running event where each person on a team runs part of the race carrying a... Yes, Sydney?
The 400-meter relay.
Correct. Excellent. Let's move on to physics. A high school student recently won an award for his video explaining what physicist's theory of relativity. Yes, Mitchell?
Albert Einstein.
Correct. Awesome. All right, the Earth. Without it, Earth would be some 50 degrees colder than it is now. Yes, Sean?
Sun.
Incorrect. Coral Springs, I'll finish the question. Now, without it, Earth would be some 50 degrees colder than it is now, making life here nearly impossible for humans. Name this effect that creates a temperature. Yes, Keanu?
The greenhouse effect.
Excellent. Good job. Let's move on to states. This state's new national monuments include Waco Mammoth National Monument that contains, Sarah?
Texas.
Yes, excellent. All right, let's move on to politicians. Name the British politician who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953 for his writings that include a history of the English-speaking peoples and a book of his World War II speeches that includes, yes, Mitchell?
Winston Churchill.
Excellent. Good job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the What Am I question, brought to you by Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. This is where our contestants will be given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So here goes. The architectural work he did in his native Italy includes a tomb for Pope Julius II. Name this Italian artist, more famous for his sculpture of David and paintings. Yes, Mitchell?
Michelangelo.
Correct. Excellent. Here's a little tidbit on Michelangelo. In his lifetime, he was often called the Divine One and was the first Western artist whose biography was published while he was alive. Let's move on to chemistry. Pre-medical students take at least one course in which branch of chemistry that studies the compounds of carbon? Kayla?
Organic chemistry.
Correct. Good job. All right, games. What popular board games characters include Miss Scarlet? Yes, Kiera.
Clue.
Correct. Excellent. And it's Kira. I'm sorry. All right, fast capitals. What is the capital city of Japan? Yes, Kira.
Tokyo.
Excellent. Oh, well, that horn means the end to the warning shot round. We have Coral Springs leading. They have 60 points. Fort Lauderdale, not too far behind. They have 40 points. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
Improve your money skills with Brightstar University. At Brightstar University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Brightstar University is brought to you by Brightstar Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
To team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Welcome back to School Duel. The first round of action ended with Coral Springs leading. They have 60 points. Fort Lauderdale has 40 points. All right, now before we begin the second round, let's go ahead and take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. Let's go ahead and start with the Coral Springs Colts. Welcome! All right, we're going to start off with Mitchell. You are a senior. So you've been in school for a long time. We'd like to know, is there a special teacher you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yes, Mr. Aronson.
Very nice. Next to you is Keanu, who's a senior.
Dr. Newstreet.
Sounds good. Robinson, you're a senior. Who are you shouting out?
Mr. Dawson.
Very nice. And Sydney is the captain of the Coral Springs team. You are a senior. Sydney, who would you like to shout out?
Miss Rackard.
Very nice. All right, big round of applause for our Coral Springs team. Now that we know that, let's go ahead and meet their competitors. They are the Fort Lauderdale Flying Elves. Welcome. All right, we have Kira, who's a senior. Who would you like to shout out?
I have to shout out the teacher that brought us here, Mr. LaRosa.
Very nice. Okay. Sean, you're a senior. Floor's all yours.
Besides Mr. LaRosa, who brought us here, Mr. Kothi.
All right. And we have Sarah, who's next to you. She's a senior.
My yearbook teacher, Miss Berg.
Last but not least, we have the captain of Fort Lauderdale's team. Her name is Kayla, and she's a senior.
I would give a shout out to my AP US history teacher, Mr. Woolley.
All right, big round of applause for our Fort Lauderdale team. And of course, we always love to shout out every educator who is tirelessly working to educate our youth. So a huge thank you from all of us here at School Duel. All right, now that we know everyone, let's go ahead and move on to round two, the joust. Here, a player from each school competes head-to-head with a toss-up question. The winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school, and all questions are worth 10 points. All right, schools, I hope you're ready because it is time to joust. All right, Sydney and Kayla, come on down. It is your turn to joust. Ladies, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. This rock singer died in 1977 at his Graceland mansion in Tennessee. Sydney?
Elvis Presley.
Correct. Excellent. All right, Coral Springs, the following bonus questions all deal with the 1970s in the U.S. Bonus question number 1. Name this 1973 Supreme Court ruling that got rid of state laws against abortion. Mitchell?
Roe v. Wade.
Excellent. All right, bonus question number 2. The pipeline finished in 1977 across this U.S. state has now moved nearly 20 billion barrels of petroleum? Keanu?
Texas.
Incorrect. We're looking for Alaska, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. All right, don't worry, you have another question. Here's your third question. Name this constitutional amendment ratified in 1971 that allows 18-year-olds to vote. Yes, Mitchell?
The 26th Amendment.
Yes, that is correct. All right, we're going to have Robinson and Sarah come on down. It is your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. He left The Daily Show to host his own spin-off series on Comedy Central. Name this comedian who took over The Late Show. Yes, Robinson?
Jay Leno.
Incorrect. Sarah?
Don't know.
It's okay. It's Stephen Colbert. Don't go anywhere. I have another question for you, Sarah. Stephen Colbert took over for this longtime host of The Late Show. Name him. Yes, Sarah?
Larry King.
Incorrect. Robinson?
Jay Leno.
Incorrect. David Letterman. That's who we're looking for. All right, we're going to move on to Sean and Keanu. Come on down. It is your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Chosen as its state capital for being halfway between St. Augustine and Pensacola, it is now, yes, Keanu?
Tallahassee.
That's what we're looking for. Excellent. All right, Coral Springs, here you go. The following bonus questions all deal with U.S. state capitals and their origins. Bonus question number 1. Buy a ticket to this city's History Center Museum, and you'll get a free tour of the Margaret Mitchell House where Gone with the Wind was written. Name this southern capital. Sydney.
Montgomery.
Incorrect. We're looking for Atlanta. Bonus question number 2. Founded in colonial days by William Penn, it is named for the English town whose white cliffs have become famous. Name this capital. Yes, Keanu?
Dover.
Yes, excellent. All right, here's your third bonus question. It was named for the mountains to its north before its Pacific Northwest state joined the Union in 1889. That would be Olympia. All right, we have Mitchell and we have Kira. Come on down. It's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In an experiment, you are testing to see whether this type of educated guess is actually true. Yes, Kira.
Hypothesis.
Excellent. Good job. We're with Fort Lauderdale. The following bonus questions all deal with terms often used in the course of a scientific experiment. Bonus question number 1. During your experiment, you make these by watching to see exactly what is going on in your experiment. Sean?
Observations.
Excellent. All right, here's your second bonus question. You then use your observations to make this reasonable conclusion about your results, which still may or may not actually be true. Yes, Kira?
Theory.
Incorrect. It's an inference. All right, here's your bonus question number 3. If your hypothesis can be confirmed by multiple tests, it may eventually be called by this term. Kira?
Theory.
Yes, good job. Well, that horn means the end to the joust. We do have Coral Springs leading. They have 110 points. Fort Lauderdale, they have 70 points. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
We love magnet programs!
From elementary to high school, Broward County Public Schools magnet programs provide extra opportunities and experiences for students in specific fields of study. International Baccalaureate, Military Academy, Montessori, Performance and Visual Arts, Sciences, and many others. The programs are free. Shop early for your child's education. Apply online today at browardschools.com. Broward County Public Schools magnet programs.
Missing school? You're missing out. Regular attendance equals education, and education equals success.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible:
back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. Now, today's game has Coral Springs High competing against Fort Lauderdale High. We do have a current score of Coral Springs leading with 110 points. Fort Lauderdale has 70 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. During this round, schools receive a category of questions to answer quickly by themselves. Questions are worth 10 points, and if any questions are answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. Now, since Fort Lauderdale is trailing, they will have the opportunity to pick their category. Today's choices are starts with B or starts with O. Which category would you like, Fort Lauderdale?
We'll like starts with B.
Okay, sounds good. All right, schools, I hope you're ready because here comes the rapid fire. Fort Lauderdale starts with B. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter B. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer them quickly or the judge will move you on. Are you ready? Let's begin. Second letter of the Greek alphabet.
Beta.
Its types include rye, pumpernickel, and potato.
Bread.
French prison stormed in 1789.
Bastille.
Child's word for a scrape or Yogi Bear's
Boo-boo.
disorder, where people want to throw up right after they eat.
Bulimia.
Capital city of North Dakota.
Bismarck.
Singing register between tenor and bass.
Baritone.
German word that means lightning war.
Blitzen.
Nickname for Mumbai's film industry.
Bollywood.
President between Pierce and Lincoln. All right. Well, we got through all of your questions, Fort Lauderdale. Good job. You only missed 2. So we're going to give Coral Springs the opportunity to now answer those questions. Starting with German word that means lightning war. Yes, Mitchell?
Blitzkrieg.
Excellent. And who's the president between Pierce and Lincoln? Sydney?
Buchanan.
Good job. All right. Nice deal. Coral Springs, we're going to stay with you, and your category starts with O. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter O. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer these questions quickly, or the judge will move you on. So, you ready? Let's begin. They run Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Oompa Loompas.
Its major cities include Norman and Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
Device displaying the total number of miles a car has been.
Odometer.
Adjective for a material that does not transmit or reflect light.
Opaque.
She married John Lennon.
Ono.
Mountain home of the Greek gods.
Olympus.
The interior of Australia.
Outback.
Honolulu's island.
Oahu.
Name for a government by a selected few.
Oligarchy.
Figure of speech in which apparent contradictory terms appear.
Oxymoron.
Excellent. Good job, Coral Springs. You got through all your questions and you got them all correct. Good job. And that means the end to the rapid fire round. We do have Coral Springs holding on to their lead. They now have 230 points. Fort Lauderdale has 150 points. But let's not go anywhere. We're just going to take a short break, and then we will be back for the final showdown. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
To team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
Demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
We are back with School Duel, and we've got a good game going as Coral Springs is holding on to their lead over Fort Lauderdale. The current score, 230 to 150. It is now time for the final showdown. This is the last round. Schools go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time these questions are now worth 20 points each. And remember, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal the points. All right, schools, this is for a spot in the quarterfinals. It is time for the final showdown. First question deals with inventors. What 19th century U.S. inventor developed the telegraph and the code used? Keanu.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Incorrect. Yes, Sean?
Morse.
Fractions. In lowest terms, what fraction is equal to 80%? Sean.
4/5.
World War II. After World War II, the Allies agreed to divide Germany into this number of zones. Yes, Mitchell?
2.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale. I'll finish the question. Okay. Kira?
4.
Planets. Christian Huygens discovered its first satellite, Titan. Identify this planet. Yes, Sean?
Saturn.
Major League Baseball. Name the American League Baseball team whose top players include pitcher Justin Verlander. Go ahead, Sean.
Detroit Tigers.
Mountains. What 14,410-foot peak in Washington State is also an active volcano? Mitchell.
Mount St. Helens.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale? Yes, Sarah?
Mount Helena.
I'm sorry, the answer is Mount Rainier. Universities. Its sports team play in the ACC. Name this college located in Atlanta with white and gold colors. Yes, Sean.
Georgia Tech.
Music. Tell how many beats are in a musical measure that contains a dotted quarter note, an eighth note, and another quarter note. Yes, Mitchell.
5.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale? The answer is 3. Movies. What 2016 movie's title character was a real-life British ski jumper at the 1988 Robinson?
Eddie.
Years. The Thanksgiving in this year was 10 days before Pearl Harbor. In what year? Yes, Mitchell.
1941.
Fast capitals. What is the capital city of Poland? Yes, Keanu.
Warsaw.
Algebra terms. Name this type of equation that can be written ax squared plus bx plus, yes, Sean?
Quadratic.
Spelling. The 1940 National Spelling Bee was won by spelling this word, which means treatment intended to relieve or heal a disorder. Spell the word therapy. Mitchell.
T-H-E-R-P-Y.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale, Sarah?
T-H-E-R-A-P-Y.
Presidents. He was the first vice president to later become U.S. president. Name this, Mitchell?
Thomas Jefferson.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale, Sean?
Adams.
Quick math. What is the product of 36 times 12? That's 432. Authors. Name the Frenchman who wrote the novel The Three Musketeers. Mitchell.
Dumas.
Fish. Its Aqua Advantage species is the first genetically engineered animal to be certified safe to eat by the FDA. Identify this fish that needs to swim upstream in order to... Sarah?
Salmon.
Old Testament. He is thought to have been more than 9 feet tall, providing that he... Kira?
Samson.
Incorrect. Coral Springs, Mitchell?
Goliath.
Politicians. He was the president of Princeton University. Name this former governor. Yes, Kayla.
Woodrow Wilson.
Pastry. What pair of words was combined to create the word cronut? Sydney.
Croissant and donut.
Days. It describes the longest day of the year in the summer and the... Mitchell?
The solstice.
There's that buzzer, and we have a tie between our two schools. How exciting is that? Now, because there's a tie, we are going to go to our sudden death question. What this means is that I'm going to ask a question. The first school to buzz in and answer correctly will win today's edition of School Duel. You ready? All right. Instruments. Used in orchestras by Handel, it is still very popular in Dixieland jazz. Identify this brass instrument whose name, Kira?
The saxophone.
Incorrect. Coral Springs. Robinson?
Trombone.
Trombone is correct. Coral Springs is going on to winning today's edition of School Duel. Oh, goodness. What an exciting game. Well played by both teams. I must say, Coral Springs, you're ending with a score of 390 points after sudden death. Fort Lauderdale, you did an amazing job as well. You're ending at 370 points. You know, that was a lot of pressure, and I want to say good job to both teams. But Coral Springs, this win is going to put you into the quarterfinals. Congrats. And of course, great job to everyone. Now, this also brings an end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge, and today's winner is, drum roll please, Mitchell from Coral Springs. Congratulations, Mitchell. Congratulations on your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Now, at this time, we, of course, would like to thank you at home for watching, and we also would like to thank all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. Don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out more about the schools involved and watch past shows. Now, remember, use hashtag SchoolDuel to contact us through social media. But most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel, Thursday at 7 p.m. as St. Thomas Aquinas takes on Archimedean Upper Conservatory in another great second-round match. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.